What's up guys, it's the Brasher Mix. Today we're going to go over how to beef up your MIDI drum sound. So let's say you're using a virtual drummer. I use Easy Drummer for pretty much all my projects. And you're trying to get a sound that maybe sounds a little more realistic, a little beefier, got a little more punch. You're not really sure how to do it. This video is for you. Now right now, this is a song coming off my, I'm working on a full-length album right now, a rock album. And I rendered out some MIDI drums. I recorded some bass, some guitar, but I just wasn't having the impact. I wasn't having the punch I wanted from those drums. So I'm going to show you two tips right here in this video, how to get a little more punch, a little more impact out of that drum sound. So I'm just going to play the intro of the track for you so you can get a sense of how it's sounding. So that's a little intro section there. This is the chorus. So as you can tell, the drums, they match the rest of the arrangement. They sound fine, but they didn't quite have the impact I was looking for. So I did two things. A quick thing you can do to beef up your MIDI drums is add in some samples. And these samples are actually from another Easy Drummer kit. So you can layer sounds from the Easy Drummer kit to get something that's maybe a little more impactful, has a little bit more bottom end. And that's exactly what I did here. I added this kick sample and this snare sample here. And by themselves, maybe not a drum sound I would use, but when I threw them in with this original kick, because that kick and snare, there's a lot of top end, a lot of pop, but not a lot of beef to them. You add in the samples, and that was more something I was going for. So let me play you that intro again with the added sound. I'll play you the chorus section again. That seemed to have a much more impact to me and really beefed up the sound of this whole song. So let me mute those samples again. Right, it was fine, but you add in the samples. Sounds a lot better to me. Now here's another trick you can do to beef up your drum sound. I added Virtual Mix Rack by Slate Digital. I'm going to turn this on. And all I did was use the Revival plugin. I added a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of thickness, and I used the Monster Extreme Dynamic Processor. Not a plugin I would use on a 100% mix. As you can see, I have the mix dialed down to about 30%. And I just threw that on there to see if I can get a little bit of compression, to add a little bit of vibe to these drums. So here it is in the intro. I'll play it by themselves. I also liked it because it added a little bit of ring to the snare. It gave it a little bit of cut. So here's without the Virtual Mix Rack. And here's with the Virtual Mix Rack. Just seem to have a lot more average volume and a lot more impact in this mix. So, if you put it all together, here's what the intro sounds like. Here's what the chorus sounds like. That just seemed to have much more impact to me, really made the song a lot better and a lot more interesting. So the two tips you need to beef up your MIDI drums are add in some samples or some additional kits from what other virtual drum you're using. Don't be afraid to combine, swap things out. Like I said, I have two kicks going on here, two snares, And then throw some compression on there. Use the Slate Virtual Rack or the Shep's Omni channel or just your stock compressor. Throw that on there. Give it a little bit of saturation, a little bit of compression. You'll find that your sound of your drums will be much more realistic. So, thank you for watching this video. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. More awesome mixing videos coming, and I'll see you guys next time.